The iPhone is good in some areas while the S25 Ultra is undefeated in others. I use both of them, and in this video, I'm going to show you where each smartphone shines, and depending on what you do on your smartphone, which one is the best for you. Let's compare the S25 Ultra with the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Starting with the build quality, the S25 Ultra is lighter and stronger. There's no denying it because Phonebuff did a drop test and the S25 Ultra won hands down. Both smartphones are IP68 water and dust resistant and can handle things like this easily. Moving to the external features, the speakers on the S25 Ultra sounds richer and louder. This is the first time a Samsung device sounds better than an iPhone. That's crazy. The S25 Ultra's ultrasonic fingerprint scanner is just as fast as the iPhone's Face ID feature. Now moving to the display, it's easy to say Samsung wins because they make some of the displays for the iPhone. To my eyes, they look almost identical and each display has its own style. Both are the same size. The Samsung has an AMOLED display while the iPhone uses an OLED display. Both are smooth as they refresh at 120 Hz. The Samsung screen is brighter, it can go as bright as 2600 nits, while the iPhone maxes out at 2000 nits. Yes, the Samsung display handles reflections better. At the end of the day, I think the display of both smartphones is excellent and you can't go wrong with any of them. Now, when it comes to performance, the Snapdragon 8 Elite for Galaxy chipset and the A18 Pro chipset are both powerful, but the difference between them is usually how optimized the games or apps is on the phone. Some apps and games are optimized to run better on the iPhone. Also, optimizing apps for Android isn't simple. The app will need to be optimized for different processors and for different Android smartphones, which is a nightmare for app developers. Now, when it comes to gaming, both are excellent for gaming. Some games are more optimized for the iPhone, and Dame Tech has made a series of videos comparing the performance of both smartphones for gaming. It tested Genshin Impact, Wuthering Wave, Grid Legends, Resident Evil 4, Zenless Zone Zero, and Honkai Star Rails. As for me, in summary, both were able to run the game smoothly, but the iPhone ran the game cooler, and in most cases, it had the better frame rate and drained less battery. So yes, when it comes to gaming, iPhone is the one to go for. If you're a hardcore gamer, you definitely need a cooling pad to keep the phones cool while gaming. When it comes to productivity, Android is much better. Full stop. Case closed. Multitasking is better, and with a stylus, you can sign a PDF document. Android is simply better when it comes to productivity. Now, for content creators, the iPhone is the better device to pick. The cameras work better on social media apps. Speaking of the camera, let's put them side by side and see which one is better. Starting with the front-facing camera, both have a 12 megapixel camera, and I am not going to lie, the iPhone got my skin tone right, but I prefer how the S25 Ultra looks. Details-wise, they are on par. Now, this is the same for females. Samsung will make you look brighter, which is pleasing, but the iPhone will show your real skin tone. I prefer the enhanced look of the Samsung Galaxy, but what about you guys? Portrait pictures look amazing on both. Again, if I'm going to post the picture captured by the S25 Ultra. So if you love taking selfies and don't want to edit the photo, the S25 Ultra is the one for you. And in real life, that's the phone I use to take selfies. It's really good. For nighttime selfies, the iPhone wins for me. It shows more details and it is sharper. Moving to the rear cameras and starting with the wide camera, the 200 megapixel shooter on the S25 Ultra versus the 48 megapixel shooter on the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Guys, I actually prefer the photos captured by the iPhone. The photos captured by the Samsung look good, it brightens up your face. The iPhone looks more true to life. Portrait shots look good on both. I can go with any of them. Outside, you can see that the S25 Ultra brightens up our face and it makes the photo look more pleasant. This is going to happen if you have a dark skin like her and me. The iPhone shows more details for night photos and the photos it captures look better. So for night photos, the iPhone wins for me. For the ultra-wide camera, the S25 Ultra has a 50 megapixel shooter while the iPhone has a 48 megapixel shooter. Both cameras are brilliant, they take good looking pictures, but the iPhone ultra-wide camera shows more detail. Now for zoom, the S25 Ultra is still king. Its 50 megapixel periscope telephoto camera can see further than the 12 megapixel periscope camera on the iPhone. So when it comes to the batteries, the S25 Ultra has a bigger battery and it charges faster. From my experience, they both last around the same time. If there's a difference, it isn't by much. I usually end up charging both smartphones at night. They have good battery life. Now I love both smartphones. The S25 Ultra is my work phone. It's the phone I use to sign documents. It's the phone I use to multitask. While the iPhone is the phone I use to record videos and play games. If I had to pick one, I'll pick the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. It's amazing for the type of work I do, but that doesn't make it the best overall phone. The iPhone is good for shooting videos, and that's important for me because I am a content creator. My videos need to be sharp and clear. Now, should you go for the S25 Ultra? Because I compared it with the S25 Ultra and the difference wasn't much. You can check out that video over here.